Hello guys, Max is here, and today we are going to build one of these really nice Deathwatch veterans. So I got this box as a Valentine's Day present, and I really like this set because these guys, even though they're firstborn, and I normally try to collect only primary Space Marines, that I think I mentioned before, these Deathwatch guys look extremely cool. And this is the second box I possess. So I have built a number of those guys before. I'm gonna show you a couple of them. Number 1, number 2 with a heavy flamer. Then there is a sergeant with a Xeno knife of some sort. And then there is a guy with a shield. And then there is a guy with a sword and a bolter. So those are incredibly cool firstborn Space Marines. I think arguably the best firstborn Space Marines, if you ask me. And today we're going to open this box and build one more of those guys. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at what can we create from this nice box. So we will try to build somebody using alternative set of instructions. The reason I wanted to have this box explicitly, and the reason I told my girlfriend, I hinted her that I would appreciate this gift, was that the Space Marines from this box can be assembled in a number of different ways. And if we take a look at the instructions, we will see that there is a bunch of different ways of to assemble the Space Marines. And I am fairly confident I would like to have some variations. So every single one of those you can assemble in a number of different ways. Like, remember this guy with a heavy flamer? There is another one with this, I don't even know what it is, but it looks really cool. Then we also have two different guys with shields. So we have the guy with the right hand shield. So it's effectively this one, number 5B. And we can assemble another one, which is 5A. The guy with the hammer, we possess the left one. We can totally assemble the right one. And yes, so that is pretty much how they look like when they are painted. Okay, this instruction set is a bit unusual if you compare it to primary Space Marines, because normally you would assemble them, the primary Space Marines, one by one. But here they suggest that you build a number of bodies with the legs like this. And like this, and after you are done with it, you can customize them based on this foundation, pretty much. There is one variation though, and this is this black shield guy, which I did not build last time. And I think I will replace my sergeant with the black shield, just in case I could field them both. And eventually the plan is to produce veteran B, C, D in different variations. So today we're just gonna go ahead and build the black shield. So for the black shield, we need to build the torso, like on the instructions here, and then customize the guy with a number of swords. So let's go ahead and try to build this guy. And we start with number of options for the torso. I really like the one where he has the like Inquisition kind of eye here. So it's torso number 8. This is number 8. And we also need a cape, which is gonna be, they don't mention the number here, so we will have to find it out ourselves. Which is fairly easy because there is only one cape, and this is this one. So I guess this is cape number 12. Let's clean these parts. Alright, so the upper part is done. Now we need to find legs, which are gonna be number 4. This is number 4. Now we need to put the top of the body on the legs. There is not a lot of different options here, so basically it should look like somewhat like this. The cape is limiting the legs otherwise. That should be it. It looks pretty close to what we have on a picture. Yep. And now we need to put hand 79 and a shoulder pad 80. Hand 79, this is the shoulder pad 80. So the hand is done and the shoulder pad is done too. Let's dry fit them and see how they gonna look like. So he has dynamic pose. There is no lock here, so we don't really know which position is correct, but we can assume that this is gonna be something like this. So let's glue it. So it should be something like this. He is about to slash somebody. This is it. Before we put the shoulder pad, I would like this shoulder to attach itself firmly. So I will leave it for a while and we'll put the guy on the base. Fun fact, sometimes the bases have some sort of leftover of the mold thing, and you would like to clean it up or to put it where the mini's back is. But these seem to be fairly clean, so I'm not gonna do that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and glue him to the base. Try not to touch his arm too much. So it should be something like this. So if we look from the top, the place where the head should be is more or less centered. So maybe I would like to move it a little bit back. So now it looks a bit better. And this is how he should be standing. And again, let's find another or left arm before we attach the shoulder pad. And this is, by the way, 32mm base. It's the only base in this box, so there is no way to mess it up. But they explicitly mention it here. So if you store these spruces with some other ones, and if you mix the bases, make sure that you have the correct base. And we're gonna go for another hand. For the left hand, we have a number of options. I really like one of those, 44 or 49. So this is 44, and this one is 49. I do not see a lot of difference, but I have a feeling that I would like to take the 49 one. I can't explain why exactly, but let's see how it will fit. So this is the one that is gonna be sitting like this. Or maybe we can even make it sit like this. So he is kind of walking. This is how it's gonna look like. Okay, let's clean it up and then glue it. Before we attach the left hand, let's put the shoulder pad on the right one. Let's glue it. Very dynamic pose. All right, and now another arm. And we attach it really carefully. This is the pose. This is our pose, guys. I'm gonna be pushing a little bit. but not too much. Don't press too much here, because otherwise it will just move somewhere and you will have the plastic all over the rest of the body. So this is great. Now we are missing the shoulder pads number 81 here. So as you can see, there is a number of 81s. So we will just take the first one, 81. Okay, the shoulder pad is clean. Now we need to glue it. Look at how elaborate it is. It is really cool. And I think Primaris ones are even a bit larger, so the text reads even better on those ones. Let's dry fit it. So it should look somewhat like this. And now let's glue it. This is the hand. And this is our torso with both arms. Now we are missing the backpack and the head. Let's start with the backpack number. They don't even say which number it is. The backpacks are not exactly the same. They differ because you can see that they have different symbols. Here, 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 and here. And we could use any one of those. I suggest, since we went with the Inquisition eye, let's go with this one here too. Alright, so I did my best trying to clean up this backpack. Let's fit it and see how it will look like on a Mini. So they have these locks here, so it should look somewhat like this. Let's glue it. So we attach the backpack. Make sure that it is in correct position. So and now we have Inquisition symbol here and Inquisition symbol here. Looks authentic. And now to the head. Head is gonna be number 29. So this is number 29. This is the only hooded head we have. So the head is cleaned up. It is really tiny. Look at this head. It is very small. So we're gonna put it here, and I'm gonna glue it directly without any sort of dry fitting, because we can adjust the head as we go. Gonna put it here. Here we go. He is definitely going in that direction, looking ominous. I think this is our head positioning. Looks really cool. So now what is left is basically some decorations, some bags strapped to the front. So let's find some of those and glue them to the Mini. So since the guy is having only swords, so it makes very little sense to give him any sort of bullet looking things. So I'm just gonna give him number 13 with 2 pockets and number 19 with 2 pockets. So the 13 is gonna be on the right and 19 is gonna be on the left. This is number 13. So this is number 13. We're gonna do them one by one, otherwise I will mix them up. So it should go here. Oops. Important part, don't drop those on the floor, otherwise you won't be able to find them afterwards. Be extremely careful. So the 13 should be here. Yeah, it's gonna be sitting like this. I'm just gonna go ahead and glue it. And the way I'm gonna glue it, I'm not gonna glue this part. I am going to put some glue on the Mini itself. Because otherwise it would be virtually impossible to put this tiny thing here. I'm gonna put him horizontally and I'm gonna drop this from the top, and I'm going to adjust the thing with the hobby knife. So this is number 13, and now to number 19 on this side. This is number 19. Okay, this is number 19. And I'm gonna do exactly the same thing I did with the previous one. I'm gonna put some glue over here. and I am going to drop the thing like this, and I am going to move it with the hobby knife. I'm gonna press it a bit so it sits tightly. This is pretty much it. It looks like they sit somewhat on the same kind of heights. Nice. Okay, let's double check if we miss anything. So we did all this, we did this, we put the right arm, we put the left arm, we chose one of those, we put backpack and the head, and this is the guy that we have here. Let's compare. Looks very close, apart from the fact that we chose another body option. And here we have it, my friends. This is the Black Shield, a Deathwatch veteran with 2 blades. Looks really cool, with a power sword and another, I guess, power sword. But yeah, this is our first Deathwatch guy on the channel. More to come. We're gonna build 4 more. So if you like this video, please like it, consider subscribing, leave me a comment if you want to ask something or if you want to tell me something. That will really help me to grow the channel. Please check out the other videos we have already on the channel. That should be seen on your left. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much, guys. Take care. Bye.